all you haters out there, fuck you. This is not a fucking hobby. You're listening to the most relevant sports show on the internet. He's a combat veteran turned entrepreneur turned sports journalist. And she has an IQ higher than your entire family combined. It's the S3, and it starts right now.
What's going on, everybody? You are listening to the S3. I'm JD. She is Ms. Lady M. There is a very good chance that the Miami Dolphins will be the worst team in the NFL this season. More news coming up about them and one of their star athletes. All right, first and foremost, congratulations, Ms. Lady M, for winning the Week 1 Golden Bragger Award. Do you have that nearby?
I do.
It's there in the background to show off. Take it out of the record. Wow, that is 1,000% gold, ladies and gentlemen. I actually had to melt down my nipple rings to make that. It is quite impressive. Quite impressive. I had more like cowbells on. We don't want to. We don't want to say cowbells around Arizona State
Lord
fans.
Cowbell. Oh, good Lord.
Yeah.
That game.
I could use a drink. Speaking of which, what are we drinking today for this episode? What do you got?
I've got, we're going to try the Liquid Death. It's
You're
just
gonna try
bubbly
the
water.
Liquid Death, because you don't do alcohol.
The name, so,
and then you picked me up some fine German beer.
Yeah.
The Paulaner Pils is what we're looking at. Wow, that's great. There you go.
So Pils from Munich. So
is that what that means?
München is how they say Munich in German.
Oh, okay. Well, you know more about that than I would.
The city.
You actually lived there for a while.
I did live there for a minute.
All right. Well, it's I have never done well with German beer, and on top of that, this has a higher ACV. Alcohol content value than most beers that I drink, as German beers usually are. 4.8. Yeah. 4.8%. Yeah. So this is almost like a full percent than what I'm usually buzzed with by the end of the show. So, I mean, this one's kind of on you. Let's give it a taste.
Wasn't thinking about that part when I got one, but
not bad.
It is accurate.
Actually, not bad. Goes down pretty smooth. 16.34. Since 1634. So since the Salem witch trials, they have been brewing beer. Excellent.
Pils is like what the equivalent of like maybe a Coors Light or something, where you just go into a bar and you get what's on tap.
You don't say that
in Germany.
Mean,
well, one is very close
beer
to
in front of everybody. I was looking pretty cool with the ACV and everything, talking about 4.8%.
One is very close to a 6-pack of beer, and that was a very common thing for soldiers to do, like an initiation where they neglected to mention that, so that somebody would drink their normal amount of beers, but then it was really like timesing by 6.
Outstanding. All right, so before we get started, really quick, sports fans, well, I can still read this without seeing double. Are you in the market for a new or used vehicle? Maybe, just maybe, it's time to upgrade your ride. Get something more reliable for the family, or finally treat yourself to that dream car and say the hell with the family. Whatever the reason, there's only one person to see. That's Mr. Kevin Moore at Liberty Buick. Kevin and his team have the best selection of new and used cars, trucks, and SUVs, along with unbeatable deals and top-notch service. No hassle, no stress, just great vehicles at great prices. So don't wait. Head down to Liberty Buick and ask for Kevin Moore today. Tell him JD sent you. Yeah. Don't talk trash about his Browns, though. Don't do that. Like, he'll add an extra 10% of cost. He'll do that. He won't do that. He's a good guy. All right, let's take another swig, and you tell me what's up first.
Headlines and horrible dad jokes.
I can already feel one of those massive belches building up in there. Awesome. All right, headline number 1. This is great. The NCAA has found 13 players at 6 different schools involved in gambling schemes.
Lord.
The schools involved were Eastern Michigan, Temple, New Orleans, North Carolina A&T, Mississippi Valley State, and, yes, best for last, Arizona State University.
Bad devils.
According to ESPN, the violations include athletes betting on and against their own teams, sharing information with third parties for purpose of betting, knowingly manipulating scoring or game outcomes, and or refusing to participate in the enforcement staff's investigation. The NCAA said additional sports betting cases are at varying stages. This is all from ESPN, by the way. The NCAA did say some third parties are involved in multiple cases, and they were aware of how some players were compromised in the schemes, but declined to give specifics. So,
yeah, that's some like old school mafia fixing the fight kind of crap.
Yeah, what it sounded like.
Yeah.
What it sounded like. I mean, the mob may or may not be there, but I mean, I'm sure
they're not, someone is encroaching on their territory because they're the ones
right.
For
if you bet on your own teams, you bet on yourself. Like that's a no-go. You need to be banned. Like,
well, especially if they're like deliberately throwing the game to make it match the bet.
Yep. And I'm thinking of how bad ASU's basketball team
mind.
was. I'm trying to think of how bad Arizona State's basketball team was last year. They were not great at all. So I didn't get the specifics on the names yet. It's still an ongoing investigation, but yeah, that's a lot of players. 13 players, 6 different schools.
Yeah.
Good push. All right. Do you know what part of the body is the last to die?
I don't know.
That would be the eyes. Apparently, they dilate. They dilate.
I hate when my eyes are dilated for stuff. It takes so long to go back, and everything's just fuzzy for the longest time.
Headline number 2. Is that what happened when you actually hit on me? Did you just get your eyes dilated? And you're like, wow, he looks really good today.
I've always thought that for more than 15 years.
So you get your eyes dilated a lot. All right. What part of the body? I already did that one. Headline number 2. NFL will not discipline Lamar Jackson for shoving the Bills fan.
Okay.
Good.
Well, it was technically initiated by the fan who was pushing other people around first. Yeah. And I don't think we need to be punishing people for essentially what amounts to self-defense.
No, I mean,
like you're allowed to have a little pushback if someone's coming at you.
Yeah, we're not talking about Indiana Pacers storming the stands and having a brawl with multiple players.
He didn't throw a punch. He didn't do anything crazy.
It was a pushback. The guy hit him in the head.
Pushed the guy. Yeah.
And he pushed him back. And that was the end of it. He walked away after that. So kudos to him.
Yeah, I'm with him on that one.
All right.
It wasn't a disciplinary thing.
Where, if you know this, you must share it. Where do pirates get their hooks from?
I don't know.
That would be second-hand stores. That was pretty good. I like that one.
That's funny.
Headline number 3, also according to ESPN, I do read a lot of ESPN articles. The NFL is investigating recent accusations of domestic violence involving Miami Dolphins wide receiver Tyreek Hill.
He cannot stay out of the news for shitty behavior.
This is a first for him. He has been a good Christian man all the way to his days back in college. All of this stuff is just made up, and it's made up to hurt him.
Sure.
Yeah, Hill's estranged wife, Kita Vasaro, alleged 8 separate incidents of domestic violence in filings related to the couple's divorce case, according to documents obtained by TMZ.
Yeah, so that's not even like, she's not even going out there and trying to like cause a fuss with the media or anything. She put it in the divorce papers on purpose because that probably has to do with custody or money battle or whatever crap, right?
Yeah, but I mean...
And if you're putting it in court case like that, you should have some kind of evidence, whether it's a police call that was recorded or hospital records.
Yeah, this is one of those, fool me once, shame on you.
Fool me twice.
Fool me twice, shame on me.
Shame on me. Yeah.
Like, even if I was to believe that Tyreek Hill, as a young lad, didn't actually sit on his girlfriend's stomach and punch her while she was pregnant.
Right.
Even if I refuse to believe that, there are way too many other incidents of him that has to do with violence against his wife or his child. Even if these are rumors, there's a lot of rumors.
Yeah.
Like a lot. Come on, man.
Yeah.
I just like how many times does he need to be, Ray Rice before he gets kicked out of the NFL?
Yeah.
Like how many chances does an athlete get just because he's really freaking fast to be able to beat women and allegedly break his child's arm?
Right.
Come on, man. I know I'm a Patriots fan. You're like, no, come on. This is about like humanity.
Yeah.
Like he's a dick. He
Yeah.
deserves to be tied up with 550 cord and covered with honey and mauled by a freaking bear.
That's the kind of thing we should be canceling.
Yeah.
Not because we don't like someone's opinion.
Oh, we don't punish
whatever.
criminals anymore. We don't punish criminals.
Well,
like that's just like, yeah, that's stupid.
We should be canceling stuff like this.
Guys. Yeah, we don't do that.
Throw that out there. Just throwing it out.
Let's just move past that. Yeah. All right.
Yeah.
Obviously, it's time for a joke. So the last vacation I took, my hotel tried to charge me $10 extra for air conditioning. That wasn't cool. Yeah, that was an okay dad joke. All right. Headline number 4, Raiders tight end Brock Bowers is questionable for Monday night's game against the Chargers. Bowers hurt his knee in the win against New England. They need him. They do. There's a difference between showing up against basically a brand new team in New England and taking them down versus taking on the Chiefs or taking on the Chargers who just beat the Chiefs in week 1. Like they're ready to go.
Right.
So if he doesn't play, they will not win. I'm going to say that right now.
Yeah.
So this morning, I guarantee my phone's going to do something stupid on this one. This morning, Siri said, "Don't call me Shirley." Apparently, I accidentally left my phone in airplane mode. I think you have to be older than like 25
yes, I get
to
the
get
reference.
That one.
If you like puns, watch Airplane.
Yeah.
That movie was made
full
for you.
Puns.
That's all it is.
We need to watch that again.
Every line in the whole movie is just pun.
We need to watch that. I love the part where the chick is freaking out in her seat, and it ends up with like a long line of people that first somebody was like
to slap her,
shaking her, then slapping her, and then you got people with like crowbars in line. You got a boxer ready to go, like, and they're just doing one after the other. Yeah, it's a great movie. You can't. I mean, movies like that today, they just. I am offended. Like, shut the hell up. I'm gonna. Here's to the offended people. I'll drink one to you. Wash you right out of my brain. All right, what's next?
NFL Week 2 schedule.
All right, we're actually in the NFL schedule now. Week 2 is official. Let's do it. Thursday night football. You got the Commanders 1-0 versus the Packers 1-0. This is a really good early schedule showdown right here, and it's in Green Bay. Micah Parsons looked really good for the defense last week for Packers. The Commanders look really good. Jalen Daniels already got that offense going. This is going to be a really good game. I'm just going to keep saying really good about another 50 times here. Wicked good. Wicked. In New England, it would be a wicked pissa. Wicked pissa, which I will be taking later on after I drink a few more of these.
I feel like that's
wicked
right
pissa in Boston. It means really awesome.
Yes.
All right. It's just our way of saying it. All right. Sunday, the 1-0 Jaguars at the 1-0 Bengals. Interesting matchup here because you would think the Bengals should have this down pat.
You would think.
Right? Jacksonville's offense looked pretty good last week.
Yeah.
So
I mean, it was against the Panthers, right? So
yeah, that's
you got to take it with a grain of salt.
Also,
they did look good. We'll see.
Yeah, but the Bengals' defense is not much better than Carolina's. Their offense is good. Their offense has been good. Their defense, it's questionable.
Yeah.
Next up, New York Giants 0-1 at the Dallas Cowboys, also 0-1. I'm thinking the Dallas Cowboys are not going to be 0-2 after this weekend.
Agree. But if they play Scatamo the way they should be on the Giants, then they might have a.
Yeah, I concur with that. Scatabo, he only got the ball like a couple times.
It was amazing.
But that one catch that he had that I showed you, it took 3 to 4 players to take him down. First guy,
just like crunched him away. Like
first guy, no. Second guy gets thrown off. Third guy and the fourth guy come in. They're like, I'm sorry, did you not watch college football at all last season? Do you think you can just come in and take him down with a lowly corner?
And they need to be using him.
Yeah,
it's a weapon that should not be on the bench. Yeah.
Yeah, like a lot. All right. Yeah. With that being said, the Cowboys should win this week.
Probably.
Bears 0-1 at the Lions. Your Lions also 0-1. The Lions did not look good at all last week. The Bears
really didn't.
The Bears defense did not look good at all in the second half last week.
They looked like a different team than last year completely somehow, the Lions. So we'll have to see if they get it together.
True, it was a tough road match against Green Bay, Yeah. We'll see what happens. It was week 1. They may come out this week and score 50 points. Who knows? Los Angeles Rams 1-0 at the Tennessee Titans 0-1. I do not see the Titans getting their first win this week.
Somehow taking that one.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree. I don't see that either.
Except you got the Patriots 0-1, gave up a really bad end of the game play last week.
Yeah.
Secondary's needs a lot of work. The good news is they're going up against perhaps the worst team in all of the NFL in the Miami Dolphins.
Yeah.
The only thing the Dolphins have in their favor this week is they're at home. That's it. But they looked like crap last week. They looked like they just rolled out of bed, didn't go through training camp, didn't practice, like just met each other like an hour before,
right?
And put up 8 points.
They did absolutely horrible. So we'll see.
Yeah. All right. 49ers looked really good. They are 1-0 at the New Orleans Saints, who did not look really good, but actually there is no but. The Saints suck. The Saints are terrible. I will talk more about their players here in a little bit. The Bills 1-0 with that massive comeback.
Oh, my word. That was like one of the crazier.
How many points they scored? Like 24 points?
They're a fourth quarter team. You cannot discount that team until the very end of the game because that's the kind of bullshit they do.
Here's a team that is not a fourth quarter team, and that is the New York Jets because they blew the game in the fourth quarter last week.
Yeah, they're not at any quarter teams.
Their offense looked better. I will give him that. Justin Fields did look pretty good.
Yeah,
he used his legs. He threw the ball well. I don't think the Jets are going to beat the Bills this week. I hope that would happen. I do hope. As white people, we like to hope a lot. So we hope. I hope. No, it's probably not going to happen. The Seattle Seahawks 0-1 at the Steelers, who just beat the Jets last week. 1-0. Aaron Rodgers started going for a 2-0 start this week. Your thoughts on that?
I don't know. I can't decide if because he played so incredibly different than he has when he was on the Jets. He did. He didn't look like he did in Green Bay. Not like that level of good yet, but he was definitely, it was like a factor above where he was playing at the Jets. So if he can maintain that, then probably the Steelers are going to win. But it depends. Was that a fluke? Or is that how he's going to look all season?
By the way, this is a tough start for the Seahawks.
Game for him. He might not play like that the rest of the games.
Yeah. This is a tough start for the Seahawks. They had the 49ers last week. They got the Steelers this week. That's not really the best way to start out a season. So hopefully we'll see what happens. The Cleveland Browns at 0-1. Kevin Moore's Cleveland Browns. That's the exact title for him now. 0-1 at the Baltimore Ravens. Also 0-1.
Yeah.
This is a solid AFC North contest right here.
Yeah.
Like, I like this contest. The only question is, can the Ravens defense play 3 quarters? Yes, that is the answer to that. Can they play 4 quarters? So far, no.
Right.
So if the Browns hang around, see what happens. But that is a very vulnerable secondary right there in Baltimore.
They gotta even themselves out so they're not blowing their wad in the first half of the game.
This is the game. Like, how do the Cardinals get so lucky? You start out the season with the Saints, and you follow that up against the Panthers, and you're at home.
I wish we had that schedule. That would have worked out better, probably.
That's pretty good. The Cardinals should be 2-0 into this week. I mean, if that's not a lock, I don't know what is. Right. Eagles 1-0 at the Chiefs 0-1.
Depends on how angry the Chiefs are about their loss in Sao Paulo. If they're really pissed off, they'll come back and they'll slaughter. But
I think Travis Kelce's more pissed off about injuring his own teammate than that. I think that was supposed to be like a rub play or a pick play,
right?
And he picked the wrong player.
Right.
So, took out his own guy. It's going to be interesting to see. Thornton's going to get a lot of catches for the Chiefs. Smith, not Smith and Jigba, but Smith-Schuster should definitely – his value has gone up now.
JJ.
Now that both Rice is out and their other number one is out.
All right. I forgot about that too.
So, Rice still has another 5 weeks to sit.
Nice. And then Worthy is the one that was injured, yeah?
Yeah, Worthy.
Yeah.
Sunday night, the Atlanta Falcons 0-1 at Minnesota 1-0. Minnesota didn't look too bad.
Was that a Sunday night game?
Yeah, Minnesota didn't look too bad against Chicago. They looked terrible in the first half.
Yeah.
Second half, they looked like a 14-win team from last season, even though JJ was not their quarterback last season.
No.
They look better.
They've done a good job the past couple of seasons of putting their team together in a way where the quarterback is almost irrelevant. And I realize how rude that sounds, but they've been playing musical quarterbacks for a minute, but they're still getting up to where they're having 12 plus wins a season.
Monday night, we got two games. The early game, the 4 p.m. Pacific Standard Time out here. It's 7 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. You got the Buccaneers 1-0 at the Texans 0-1.
Right.
It's a good game. I like this matchup, but I think Buccaneers will take this game.
Yeah?
Yeah, I do. Something about the Texans have really good defense, but their offense just it doesn't look like it did like last year, even 2 years ago.
Right.
Like, who's running the ball? I know you got Chubbs, but he didn't really do much in game one. Now, granted, it's only one game with the team.
Right.
Most of these teams probably won't get into it really until like week 3 or week 4, really get a feel for their offense and defense. But, the Texans, they cannot start 0-2. You got the Chargers 1-0 at the Raiders 1-0. I
actually think that's going to end up being a little more competitive than you would think at first glance. The Raiders look like a different team to me than they have for the past several years.
I think I might have missed a game.
Oh?
Yeah, I think I might have missed a game because I don't see the Colts on there. Did I say the Colts?
No, we haven't talked about the Colts.
I didn't say the Colts. I did not say the Colts, and I know the Colts are playing. The Colts are actually taking on the Broncos. Yeah, I forgot to put that in. The 1 o'clock game. They are at home against Denver.
Okay.
Both are 1-0. Both are 1-0. So,
yeah, the Colts surprised me with their first game of the season.
So Denver 1-0. Denver. No, I didn't put them in there. Son of a gun.
It's all right. All right. Got to add it in our mind. I won't forget.
Broncos and who are they playing again? Oh, yeah. That's right.
Horse versus horse.
Broncos and the Colts. All right. I can't believe I forgot to put them on the schedule. After what Danny Boy did last week, shocked the earth with it.
Right.
That was amazing. All right. So Denver, let me put that. Let me just put that in there real quick. Denver.
Yeah, so you don't forget either.
1-0 at Indy. 1-0. Okay, good. Now, what's next?
6-6.
the NFL Pick 6 competition between me and Lady M. She is, again, the winner of Week 1's Golden Bragger Award because I just went completely off the rails. Yeah, I went 2-4 last week.
Yeah, you went pretty wild there.
It's not my fault. I drank during the show. So I may or may not say some crazy shit today. Who knows? All right. But I get to go first this time because I'm a loser, baby. So why don't you kill me? All right, moving on.
Kind of like you, that's why.
Thursday Night Football. You kind of like me. That is
kind of
very assertion. Judge's ruling, please. Yeah, she probably could have killed him then. Thursday Night Football. The Commanders 1-0 versus the Packers 1-0. I am going to take Green Bay at home. I love the Commanders. If they were playing anybody else, probably 2/3 of the rest of the league, I would definitely pick them easily. But I like how the Packers look this season, especially with Micah Parsons already out there running around causing havoc on the defensive side. So I'm going to take the Packers.
Okay. I am actually going to go Commanders in that one.
Wow, really?
Mm-hmm.
All right.
Really?
Moving on. Sunday night, Atlanta 0-1 at Minnesota 1-0. I'm taking Minnesota.
Yeah, me too.
Going way out on the limb on that one.
Copycat.
You're the copycat.
All right. Yeah, that's what I was saying. Are we doing for Monday night? Are we gonna?
Let's just do the second game.
Second game. So
Chargers at the Raiders.
Okay.
Let's do that one. Chargers at the Raiders. I'm going to take the Chargers.
Okay. I will take the Raiders.
You're taking the Raiders.
I am.
Wow. You're taking old man, Mr. Coach Carroll. Okay. Over the Chargers. That's interesting. Okay. All right. My next pick.
My wild pick.
My next lock, if you will, is going to be the Dolphins. No, they're not. Can you imagine? No, I am going to take. There's some really good games here. There's a really low hanging fruit right here in the desert. I don't know if I want to be the one to pick that, even though it's screaming. You really.
I'm shameless. I'll grab it eventually if you don't. So pick that. That's all I'm gonna say.
I'm gonna say I'm not gonna pick that, but I will take the 49ers over the Saints.
Okay.
So
you got the 49ers.
Now, with that being said, I changed my mind. If you do not take the Cardinals on this one, I will be taking them for my next pick.
I take the Lions.
You took the Lions. I'm taking the Cardinals. I left it there for you.
You did, and I was going to take it.
You went with your Lions. I wouldn't have picked the Lions. So you could have held on to that ace in the hole. All right, I'm going to take the Cowboys over the Giants.
Okay. Cowboys.
A lot of low-hanging fruit here.
Whoops. I put that for... What am I doing here? Wait, you skipped me.
No, you just took the Lions.
Yeah, you took the Niners. I took the Lions. You took the Cardinals. You took the Cowboys.
I don't see what the problem is here.
You have all your picks. So I get 2 picks now.
All right, no, my Cowboys are off the board then are still on the board, so you can actually take them.
I'm going to take the Rams, so you can have the Cowboys.
Take the Rams.
I am. I'm going to take the Rams over the Titans.
All right, I'll stick with the Cowboys then. And then you get one more pick.
Do I want to pick a harder game, or do I want to pick?
I can't believe this game's still on the board.
I'll take the Ravens over the Browns.
Wow.
I think they can do it.
And we didn't touch the Bengals at home over the Jaguars. Nobody took that game.
Nobody took that game.
That amazes me. All right, what's next?
NFL DFS for Thursday night. JD's
all right, so here's your top build. You've got about 23 minutes to get it in. Go to the S3 podcast. If you don't know what software to use, it is right there in the opening link where it says JD's top builds. Here's my top team for this evening. At captain, I've got Romeo Doubs, wide receiver, Green Bay. I've got quarterback Jaden Daniels, Washington. I've got running back Austin Eckler for Washington. I've got running back Josh Jacobs for Green Bay. I've got I've got tight end Tucker Kraft for Green Bay. And I've got quarterback Jordan Love also for Green Bay. So I got both quarterbacks. I've got for Green Bay, I've got Love, Jacobs, Dobbs, and Kraft, with Dobbs being the captain. And for Washington, I've got Jaden Daniels and Austin Eckler. I love Austin Eckler, man. He's just a workman's player, man. I love him. So there it is. Dobbs, Daniels, Eckler, Jacobs, Kraft, Love. Put it in. If you need the software to do it, or if you want to know what software I use, I do use Stochastic. Just click on the link in the top post on the S3 podcast. So, yeah, what's next?
NFL stardom, sit 'em.
All right, start 'em, sit 'em. Here we go. I'm going to tell you 4 players, quarterbacks, wide receivers, running backs, tight ends, defensive special teams on each side. Stardom and for stardom and for sit 'em. Here we go. We're going to run through these real quick. Stardom, quarterbacks. Josh Allen, Buffalo Bills at the Jets. Jalen Hurts, Philadelphia Eagles at Kansas City. Justin Fields, New York Jets against Buffalo. Drake May, New England against the worst team in the NFL, the Miami Dolphins. Running backs, James Conner from Arizona going up against Carolina. Breece Hall for the Jets going up against Buffalo. Javonte Williams for Dallas going up against the Giants. And Jaylen Warren for Pittsburgh going up against Seattle. Wide receiver, I've got A.J. Brown once again. Even though we failed last week, he's going to be pissed off. I think he's going to get the ball a lot and then a lot more after that. Going up against Kansas City this week, I've got Garrett Wilson for the Jets against Buffalo. I've got Stephon Diggs for New England at Miami. And I've got Jerry Jeudy for Cleveland at Baltimore. Tight ends, I got Trey McBride right here in the Valley for Arizona going up against Carolina. Brenton Strange for Jacksonville going up against Cincinnati. Pat Freiermuth for Pittsburgh going up against Seattle. And Austin Hooper for New England going up against Miami. Defensive special teams, I've got the Rams at Tennessee. Cowboys against the Giants. I got the Patriots defense against Miami. I got the Cardinals defense against Carolina. Sit him down. I know he just had a great week. Let's hit the quarterbacks. Daniel Jones, sit him down this week at home. Yes, he's playing Denver. Extremely good defense. There are other quarterbacks out there that will get you a lot more points than what Daniel Jones does. However, if Daniel Jones repeats what he did last week, I will never doubt him again. Cam Ward, sit him down for Tennessee against the Rams. Spencer Rattler from Pinnacle High School right here in the Valley, currently playing for the New Orleans Saints against San Francisco. Sit him. And Bryce Young for Carolina. Sit him against Arizona. Running backs, Alvin Kamara, love him. Sit him down against the San Francisco 49ers. Tony Pollard for Tennessee, sit him down against the Rams. DeAndre Swift for Chicago, sit him down against Detroit. And Travion Henderson for New England, sit him down against Miami. Travion, until he reaches that number 2 spot, right now it's a lot of Ramondre Stevenson and Gibson at 1-2.
Right.
Henderson does not get enough carries right now to make him a top start, so don't start him. Wide receiver Malik Neighbors for the Giants, sit him down against Dallas. Zay Flowers, not say hey Flowers. Baltimore at Cleveland. DK Metcalf, Pittsburgh against Seattle. And Jameson Williams for Chicago against Detroit. For tight ends, sit down Mr. Swift for Kansas City versus Philadelphia. That is AKA Travis Kelce. Do you think he's gonna take her name?
No.
Or maybe hyphenate
no. But she's not gonna change her name either. I think they're just gonna stay exactly what they are.
Yeah, boo. That's not binding. Once you have to do 100 different documents for the name change, that's binding. That's love right there. All right. Evan Ingram for Denver, sit him down against Indy. Juwan Johnson for the Saints, sit him down against San Francisco. Mike Gesicki for Cincinnati, sit him down against Jacksonville. For defense, Bills don't have one, so don't play him against anybody right now, not even the Jets this week. The Eagles at Kansas City do not play their defense. The Chiefs against Philly do not play their defense. The Giants against Dallas and the Jets against Buffalo. None of those defenses should be played this week. What's next?
College football top 25 matchups for week 3.
All right, for week 3, we got a lot of different matchups. We're going to run through them real quick. Number 6, Georgia is 2-0. At number 15, Tennessee is 2-0. Georgia is yet to be tested with dominant wins against Marshall and Austin Peay. Tennessee also with their first test after wins against Syracuse and Eastern Tennessee State University. Line in this game has Georgia favored -4.5. I would actually like to take Tennessee plus 4.5 at home in this one. But I do agree the over 50.5 should be taken. Number 18 seed South Florida at number 5 Miami. Both teams are 2-0. Miami is favored at home by 17.5, and the over/under is 56.5. I hate double-digit spreads, especially when it's ranked teams against ranked teams. Right. Take South Florida plus 17.5 in this game. I do believe Miami's going to win. This is South Florida. It's basically Florida against Florida.
Right.
So South Florida is going to come out and try and prove they're the best team in the state. Right. I do not see them losing by 3 scores.
Like KU versus KSU.
Right. Number 16, Texas A&M's 2-0 at Notre Dame. Still looking for their first win. Notre Dame is favored by 6.5. The over-under is 49.5. I actually like Texas A&M in this one plus 6.5. And I like the under 49.5 in this one. Other notable games that we're watching, Texas State 2-0 at 1-1. Arizona State, I'll be watching so close, I'll actually be able to touch them. Literally, I'll be running up and down the sidelines at Mount America Stadium. Hopefully, this is the last time I got to play cameraman for Sports Media X.
Picture you go, pop.
I want to do the boss man job and just watch from the press box and write my article. Rhonda Costa is actually in Mexico this weekend covering boxing.
Right.
So she'll be back for the next home game. And then I can sit up there and eat brownies and watch the game. So I work kind of. All right. Boston College 1-1 at Stanford 0-2. Boston College is favored at -13.5. The over/under is 9 is negative 44.5. Excuse me. Is 44.5. Why did I put that? All right, moving on.
I have no idea.
I have Boston College winning this game, and I do believe they can cover 13.5, even though they have to do the East Coast to West Coast travel. I could see BC pulling that one off. All right. Yeah. Navy 2-0 is on the road at Tulsa 1-1. Navy's favored -13.5. The over/under is 51.5. The only way that goes over is if Navy scores 42 points themselves. Navy should win this game easily. I would take -13.5 for Navy. What's next?
We back the D-backs.
Do we now? Yes, we do. All right. The Arizona Diamondbacks
they're making it painful. But...
yeah, they're making it. Well, they're making it interesting. I'll tell you that much. The Arizona Diamondbacks are actually off today, and they are still on the road for the weekend in Minnesota to take on the Twins. Arizona has 15 games remaining. They will be back home on Monday to start a 3-series homestand, against the Giants, Phillies, and Dodgers before ending their regular season on the road against Padres.
Okay.
Talk about a tough way to end the season.
Yeah.
Phillies number 1 in their division. The Dodgers are number 1 in their division. Padres are a very close number 2 in the NL West, and they got to play all 3 of them. And the Giants are in front of them currently in the NL West. So every team that they have to play is much better than them, or at least on par with them moving forward. They currently sit only 3.5 games back of the final wild card spot, still chasing the Mets for that final spot. Plus, they have the Reds and Giants. They need to leapfrog before they can catch the Mets. It's going to be close. Like, they need a lot of things to work in their favor. The good news is they need to catch the Giants, and they actually play the Giants here when they come home next week. So that may work out. What's next?
Mercury rising.
All right, so quick update on the Mercury. They currently sit in the number 4 spot for the playoffs, and will play their last regular season game right around now. That is tipping off right now in Dallas, taking on the Wings. As it sits right now, the Mercury will face the New York Liberty when the playoffs start on Sunday.
Cool.
What's next?
NASCAR weekend at Bristol.
All right, let's go over the schedule. Let's start with the Cup Season Series and work our way down on the schedule, and then we'll go over some quick news and notes, and then bounce out of NASCAR, because they always send me like 1,000 notes, and I got to kind of get through them.
We can do a whole show just for the notes. Yeah.
Just for the notes. All right, so the next race is the Bass Pro Shops night race. Usually they put a number in there. No number this time. It's just the Bass Pro Shops night race. The place is Bristol Motor Speedway, track length 0.533 mile concrete oval. The date is Saturday, September 13th. The time, 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. The purse is $10.447 million. You can watch it on USAA at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I will not, because I will be in the press box. Right. Radio, you can listen to it on PRN and Sirius XM NASCAR. That is channel 90. Distance 266.5 miles. That's 500 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 125. Stage 2 ends on lap 250. The final stage ends on lap 500. Let's go over some quick Cup Series notes before we go on the rest of the schedule. Sure. This weekend marks the 127th running of a NASCAR Cup Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway, not including the 3 races held on the track's dirt surface from 2021-2023. This is the 6th time Bristol hosted a playoff race, each race being the elimination race for the round of 16. Denny Hamlin and Kyle Larson, both with 3 combined, have won 6 of the last 9 Bristol races, including each of the last 4 races, with each winning twice.
So there's a very high chance it's one of them.
Yeah, Denny Hamlin won 4 times at Bristol. 3 of his 4 wins came in the last, 9 races. Kyle Larson led 462 of the 500 laps led at Bristol last September. Right. Kyle Larson won the last 2 races at Bristol after sweeping both stages in each and leading 87% of the laps at 873 of 1,000 laps. Kyle Larson, in case you haven't heard of him, led 873 laps in the last 2 Bristol races. Once again, Alex Bowman won the pole for each of the last 2 Bristol races. The last driver to win 3 straight poles there was Rusty Wallace between 97 and 98. The spring Bristol race this year had just 4 lead changes, the fewest for a Bristol race since August of 2008. Last April's Bristol race featured only 3 cautions, the fewest at Bristol since August 1982. That's 81 races in between. No driver failed to finish due to an accident in 2 of the last 3 Bristol races. All of the previous 78 races at Bristol dating to August 1983 had at least 1 accident DNF. Right. Let's go over the Xfinity Series before I lose my breath. Let me take a quick drink here. All right, the next race for the Xfinity Series is the Food City 300. The place is Bristol Motor Speedway. Again, we don't need the length or anything like that. The purse, $1.651 million. You can watch on the CW at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time on Friday. You can listen on Radio PRN or Sirius XM NASCAR. That is channel 90. Distance 159.9 miles. That's 300 laps. Stage 1 ends on lap 85. Stage 2 ends on lap 170. And the final stage ends on lap 300. Let's go down to Xfinity Series. This weekend will be the 83rd running of a NASCAR Xfinity Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway, 1982 to 2025. Bristol hosted more Xfinity Series races than any other track. Bristol was on the Xfinity Series schedule every year since the inaugural season of 1982. Cool. Connor Zilic enters the playoffs with 64 playoff points. I know you're laughing.
I was waiting for Connor.
The most all-time, and holds a 59-point lead over the cutoff. Connor Zilic's 9th win this season extended his record for most wins by a rookie. Connor Zilic's St. Louis win made him the 3rd driver in series history to win 4 straight races. No driver has ever won 5 in a row. Connor Zilic, by the way, won 7 of the last 8 races this season. The first driver in series history to win 7 of 8.
Right.
Connor Zelic, in case you haven't heard of him, has more wins in the last 8 races than all but 4 other drivers racing this weekend have in their entire Xfinity Series career.
Wow.
Justin Allgaier won the fastest lap award 5 times this season. Connor Zelic won 4 times. That's hilarious because I immediately skipped all the way down just to pick out a new note, and it still ended with Connor Zelic.
Connor Zelic.
Wow. Justin Allgaier will make his 498th career start at Bristol, passing Mike Wallace for 5th most all-time. Chevrolet led 3,097 and 4,001 laps this season. That is 77%.
Nice.
Amazing. All right, let's go to the truck series real quick. What's the schedule look like? Well, this one is on Thursday night, kicking off right around meow. Yeah. UNOH is the Uno 250 presented by Ohio Logistics. That is a terrible, terrible name. All right, the place, again, Bristol, the track, the length, yada, yada, yada. The purse, $782,900. You can watch it right now on FS1 at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which just passed about 14 minutes ago.
Right.
Or you can be listening to it on Sirius XM channel 90. Let's go over some notes real quick. This week marks the 30th running of a NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series race at Bristol Motor Speedway. The track has hosted at least one race every season since joining the schedule in 1995. 2025 is the 10th season of playoffs in NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series for this track, 2016 and 2025. Bristol serves as the second track of the 7-race NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series playoffs and the second race of the round of 10. Darlington, Bristol, and New Hampshire remaining. 2 drivers will be eliminated after New Hampshire. Chandler Smith won at Bristol last April, making him the only repeat winner in the last 13 Bristol races. Corey Heim is 1 win away from tying Greg Biffle for most wins in a single season. Take 2. Corey Heim is 341 laps led away from tying the all-time single-season laps led record held by Mike Skinner in 1996. Corey Heim, oh, by the way, won the last 3 races of 2025. The record for most consecutive wins in is 5 with Ron Hornaday Jr. Heim. Grant Ebfinger moved up 3 spots in the playoff standings, the largest positive move in the points following Darlington from 7th to 4th. The NASCAR Craftsman Truck Series has produced 218 lead changes through the first 19 races of the season, 3rd most of all time. What is next?
I'm assuming nailed it because it's not on my
all thing. Right. That's because you expected me to read through every single one of those, and it's not happening because kickoff's in 5 minutes.
Right.
All right. So here's the rules for Nailed It. I am going to sing beautifully, wicked, awesomely. Like, that's a word because it is now. Every word is made up, people. Don't be like, look, you made that word up. Every single word since the beginning of mankind has been made up.
They're all made up words, yes.
All right? We're not just now catching up to God's, dictionary that he wrote. All right? Every word's made up. All right. So what happens is you have up to 4 songs to get a total of 3 points. I will sing 1 to 2 verses, and I'll let you know at the beginning of it, of very popular classic rock songs. At the end, you will get a half a point for getting the artist right and a half a point for getting the song right. You do have 1 pass, but your pass must be used before you hit the 2-point total because you cannot win on a pass. You must get a total of 3 points. Did you get all that?
Yes.
All right. Let's go for the first song.
Okay. I'm ready.
I need to get ready, because it takes a lot to be this awesome during this time.
You do it
a little bit of liquid courage. All right. All alone at the end of the evening, and the bright lights have faded away. Yeah. I was thinking about a woman who might have loved me I never knew. Nailed it. Use your pass, or you can guess.
Pass.
And you called yourself an Eagles fan. Unbelievable.
I don't know that one.
Take It to the Limit by the Eagles.
Okay.
It's a great song, and I sang it perfectly. Unbelievable.
If you've done Hotel California,
nothing more I can do for
or
you.
Witchy Woman, or Taking It Easy.
You're not supposed to know me. You're not supposed to tell me the songs you're actually good at. Chances of them being on the show now are less than none.
We'll see if you remember.
And that's also a good point. Very good point. All right, song 2. You have 1 point. You have 3 songs left to get 2 total points. Hey, little sister, what have you done? Hey, little sister, who's the only one? Hey, little sister, who's your Superman? Hey, little sister, who's the one I want? Hey, little sister, shotgun. Nailed it.
White Wedding.
By?
I really, really want to say White Snake, and I don't know if that's right, but it's how I've had it in my head for a while.
That's your final answer?
Yes.
That is wrong. You had White Wedding correct, so you do get a half point. That's Billy Idol.
Really?
That's like his second greatest song, next to Moni Moni.
I didn't know that was him either. That tells you anything.
Oh my God! Have you never been to a wedding?
I've maintained.
Hold on. That song is played at every single wedding since 1988.
Apparently, I've had him separate from his music in my head. That's the only explanation I have for that. Because
I know what songs now to play like loud in the house. All right. Money, 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 money. All right, moving on. So you have 1.5 points. You need 1.5 points out of these last 2 songs.
Yeah.
All right. I'm burning through the sky, yeah. 200 degrees, that's why they call me Mr. Fahrenheit. I'm traveling at the speed of light. I want to make a supersonic man out of you. Nailed it. Title? Artist.
Do I know the title?
Do you know the artist? You need at least a half a point to stay alive.
My stupid brain is confused between 2 for no reason at all. It's either Queen or it's Elton John. I'm going to
give you your first answer on that one. It is Queen.
Okay.
What's the title of the song?
All I can think of is where's the chorus? The chorus won't ever pop into my head. Like, it just won't transition over. The Supersonic Man is the only thing I can think of.
I nailed it. I totally nailed it. I did.
You did.
It's you ready for the answer? You got a half point. Don't stop me now.
Okay.
Did you know that?
No, I don't think I knew the name of it. I know the song.
Oh, you need a full point on this one, and I did not make it easy for you. Also, I'm not sure I remember how this goes. Shout out to Paul Leonard Pills. All right. Dig, if you will, the picture of you and I engaged in a kiss. The sweat of your body covers me. Can you, my darling, can you picture this dream if you can? The courtyard, an ocean of violets in bloom. Animals strike curious poses. They feel the heat between me and you. Speaking of you, first off, nailed it. You need a full point on this.
Prince.
That is Prince. Half point. What do you got?
I believe the title is When Doves Cry.
Nailed it.
I love that song.
Nailed it. I just pulled that one out of I was like, I haven't done Prince ever. All right. Awesome job. She wins. Ladies and gentlemen, you don't have to listen to me sing anymore today. But check this out. If you want to cover like live sports like I do, if you are a true fan and you want to build your own brand around your passion for sports, whether it's sitting courtside, standing on the sideline, or getting credentialed to cover your favorite team like me, it all starts with the right game plan. Join our free Sports Media X webinar and learn how to build your own sports media brand, get behind-the-scenes access, and turn your passion into press credentials. Register now at coachjeffdemers.com/SMX-webinar-opt-in. All one word, OPTIN. Spots are limited. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook for the S3 podcast and Sports Media X. And also make sure that you follow myself at SmartSide and Lady M at Lady M_S3 on X. Once again, I do want to give a shout out to our main sponsor, Mr. Kevin Moore, diehard Cleveland Browns fan, Cleveland Guardians fan. I think Cavs too. He's pretty much all Cleveland. All Cleveland. So, shout out, Mr. Kevin Moore. When I asked him if he wanted to sponsor the show, and I said, this show is explicit, he said, I expect nothing less. Love it. Lady M, what are the final words?
Keep loving sports.
That's the show for now. Shout out to the most badass military in the world and the toughest veterans to ever walk the planet. And as always, all you haters.